Hey, how's it going, y'all? It's Ty, and before I even get into it, I want to thank you guys for showing love on my last few videos. I appreciate the Battlefield community. I appreciate you guys just finding me and talking with me, showing love on my videos. Like, I really appreciate that shit. It's helping me get those creative juices going. And as you can see today, guys, you guys have been recommending Battlefield 1 to me, and I'm like, I played this game before. You know what I'm saying? I've played this game, but I feel like I need to really cover it and give it its flowers. You know what I'm saying? So before we even get into it, fuck it, let's just get into it. You know what I'm saying? Like and subscribe type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it helps me. Comment helps me in the algorithm, help push me out. You know what I'm saying? And we'll get better videos. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out ways to just keep revolutionizing and getting myself right, getting my content right. So keep showing love, guys. I see you guys. You guys see me. I appreciate it. But let's just put it out there, right? Battlefield 1 aged like fine wine. And not the cheap shit either. I'm talking about the good stuff. The kind of bottle you only break out on special occasions. Because here we are in 2025, nearly a whole decade later. And this game still feels better than most shooters dropping today. It's immersive. It's chaotic. It's beautiful. And honestly, it makes a lot of modern FPS games it makes the shit look bad. It makes them look embarrassing. Kinda embarrassing, I cannot lie. So today I just want to break down exactly why Battlefield 1 is still a masterpiece. Why I still play it. We'll talk about the maps, the destruction, the gunplay, the vehicles, the chaos, the community, and how it compares to the shooters we're stuck with today. So sit back, relax, and let's, you know what I'm saying? Let me take y'all back to the trenches. The first thing that makes Battlefield 1 special is the atmosphere. When you load up into a map, it feels like you're stepping into history. The mud, the trenches, the artillery flying overhead, the crumbling buildings. It doesn't feel like a video game arena. It feels like a war zone. No pun intended to Warzone and shit. I've been making a lot of Call of Duty videos recently. And Battlefield has always been about scale. It's literally in the name, Battlefield. But in BF1, that scale was dialed to a perfection. Huge landscapes, but with just enough choke points to keep the action flowing. And then you've got little details. Mud sticking to your boots, gas mask fogging up in your vision, explosions rattling your screen. It all pulls you in. Even years later, no FPS has matched that raw, gritty immersion. Modern games, half of them feel like and look like Disneyland compared to BF1. Skins glowing in neon colors, anime swords, flying hoverboards. Meanwhile, Battlefield 1 said, nah, here's a shovel, go do some work, nigga. Straight like that. Let's talk about the weapons now, right? Here's what's genius that I really fuck with about Battlefield 1's guns. They were simple. You didn't need 14 attachments, 20 optics, and a PhD in recoil science just to make the thing usable. You picked your weapon, you learned it, and you mastered it. That's what made them memorable. Say Martini Henry to a BF1 player and watch their face light up. Or say Hellregal, and suddenly everyone remembers getting melted by that shit in the trenches. I sure do. And I was doing the melting too, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was kicking ass, and sometimes, I was a victim. Compare that to modern shooters. Can you honestly tell me you remember what M4 loadout build 27 felt like in Warzone 2? No, because it's the same build as number 26, just with one less grip. Battlefield 1's gunplay forced you to learn recoil, bullet drop, and timing. Snipers had sweet spots for one-shots. SMGs thrived in close quarters, but fell off at range. It all felt balanced, fair, and most importantly, fun. Modern shooters could learn a thing or two about keeping it simple. Sometimes less is more. Maps are the soul of any shooter, and BF1's maps, legendary. Sinai Desert, iconic. St. Quentin Scar, Chaotic, Argonne Force. That shit is like close quarters, crazy. I'm trying to get a game on that soon for you guys. I'm just, this gameplay you're seeing is just gameplay I got from the other day. I don't have a lot of time on my hand. I can't do this full time. So I just get what I can get for you guys and just put this shit together, and you know, I talk. But those maps, they weren't just levels, they were experiences. What made them so good was variety. You had maps for snipers, maps for vehicle warfare, maps for brutal infantry fights, and the dynamic weather kept things fresh. One match might be sunny and clear, the next covered in fog so thick you could barely see 10 feet in front of you. And that weather wasn't just for looks, it changed how you played. Fog made snipers useless, sandstorms made tanks harder to aim. Rain made everything feel desperate. Meanwhile, modern shooters, half the time you can't even see enemies because of the skins. Like, what the fuck, bro? Like, who wants to get totally outplayed by a fucking rose skin, for example, on Call of Duty? The bitch is in a corner. I can't fucking see her. Can't even shoot her to see. I can't even see her to fucking shoot her, my nigga. Like, what the fuck are we really doing here, bro? Sorry, I was gonna get a little triggered, but I'm not triggered. I know how to control myself. So let's keep this shit going, y'all. Battlefield 1's maps were crafted, not copy pasted. And that's why nearly 10 years later, people still talk about them. Now we gotta talk about vehicles, because Battlefield 1, it doesn't work. Like, it's like pizza without cheese. It was not gonna work. The shit just doesn't work. And Battlefield 1, they nailed that aspect. The tanks, the planes, the horses, you name it. It was there, and they all felt unique. Fucking horses were overpowered though, I have to say that. And driving a tank wasn't just press W or just move around or just, you know, bullshit to win. You needed positioning, awareness, and good timing. Planes, they weren't just death machines. You actually had to learn how to fly them. And horses, them shits were straight chaos. You haven't lived until you've charged into battle with a saber on horseback. Then there were the Behemoths. These massive game changers designed to flip the momentum, especially in operations. Like, in operations, yes, that shit was wicked. Like, you be getting stopped, and then boom, your team gets a blip, or a massive armored train, or even a warship. It was Battlefield's way of saying, don't give up yet. This fight isn't over until it's really over. And here's the thing, they weren't overpowered. A skilled team could take them down. But man, I tell you, the presence of a behemoth added this cinematic intensity that no other game has captured, especially once you destroy them. Like, this shit is like a cutscene, but you're in it. It's like you're having a movie moment and you're in it. Like, try comparing that to today's shooters, where the biggest vehicle moment is some guy rolling up in a truck skin he bought for $20. All right, let me chill. We know where this is directed. I'm sorry, but I'm not even sorry. Fuck it. It's my video. I'm not sorry. What? And here's what I think makes Battlefield 1 timeless: the chaos. This game was a story machine. Every match created moments you'd be talking about for weeks. You'd be in a plane flying, right? You jump out midair, shoot someone, then parachute back to chaos. Or you'd be holding a trench by yourself with a shotgun, praying that your squad spawns on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, am I safe enough to be spawned on? Like, we've all, if you play Battlefield 1, you've been in that situation when you're behind enemy lines and it's like, shit, nobody sees me, I'm not shooting anybody, is it safe? Or maybe you were on a horse and somehow survived longer than you had any right to, because them horses, them shits was like mini tanks, be real with you. Those moments stick with you. Years later, people still bring up that one match they'll never forget. That's the difference between Battlefield 1 and most modern shooters. COD matches blur together. Spawn, die, like, feel me? Spawn, die, respawn. Fucking same cycle, repeat. But Battlefield 1 gave you chaos, unpredictability, and fun stories, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's be honest, no one's out here reminiscing about the time they got a 3-piece in shipment. But I can almost guarantee you, BF1 players, you, like, feel me? If you played, you'd definitely be reminiscing about that time your behemoth blimp crashed into flames on an entire capture point and just killed got a bunch of bodies. You feel me? Now let's compare. In 2016, when Battlefield 1 dropped, the FPS scene was different. COD had gone futuristic with jetpacks, Titanfall was experimenting with mobility, and people were begging for something fresh. Then Battlefield 1 said, you know what, fuck it, let's go back 100 years. And it worked. It was risky, but it stood out. Fast forward to now, every shooter is chasing trends, battle passes, skins, crossovers, SBMM drama, store bundles, pay to win blueprints. Everything feels like a storefront with some gameplay on the side. Battlefield 1, it launched as a game, you know, like a complete game. It's not just nostalgia, it's the fact that gaming has moved so far into monetization that something like Battlefield 1 feels pure by comparison. Mind you, this is EA we're talking about. This is DICE we're talking about. You know, they lost their vision and shit like that. Like they're, feel me? They're not angels, but they did some shit with this one. So let's put it all together. Battlefield 1 had maps that were handcrafted and unforgettable. Gunplay that was deep. Vehicles and behemoths that brought chaos and strategy. Immersion that made you feel like you were there. And most importantly, a sense of fun that modern shooters have lost. That's why it aged like fine wine. Not because it's old but still fun, but because of the foundation that was built with passion, not trends. So next time you're bored of the same recycled modern bullshit FPS, do yourself a favor, reinstall Battlefield 1. And once you hear that first explosion, once you see that blimp casting a shadow over a battlefield and them bullets flying past your face and you just in the field and you just in it, you know what I'm saying? You go remember like this shit was legendary. This shit is really fun because I get reminded that every time I play this game, you know? Like Battlefield 1, it wasn't just a game though. It was an experience. And that's why almost 10 years later, it's still unmatched. I appreciate you guys tuning in today to my video. If you guys want to squad up and play, link to my Discord is in my description below. I appreciate the love once again you guys show me. If you made it this far, I want you to like, comment. You know, if you made it this far, you might as well subscribe, bro. Feel me? Stay up to date with me. And as I said, all my extra social media, my Discord, if you want to reach out to me, if you want to give me any ideas on what you want to see, you feel me? Like I'm trying to build a community and I appreciate the energy that you guys been giving me. I fuck with it. And yeah, shit, till the next time. If you guys want more videos just like this too, just, you know, let me know, keep me posted. Yeah. Things have been looking clearer for my vision on this channel and everything I want to do. So we'll take it one day at a time. Once again, I appreciate you guys. And hey, till the next time, all right? It's been good. It's time. Later, y'all. Peace.